How much of your current skill can you attribute to playing pubs? Or does most of the learning come through playing with other pro players?
Yeah, I actually learn more by playing with Pi and Poppy often compared to pubs. I think pubs is like sometimes you learn, sometimes it's like you tend to forget what you learn in pubs because there are too many things. Like, example, one day you might be playing 9 pubs in a day. That's too much. And then after a long time, you tend to forget it. So it's better that you learn from your teammates and you actually share your ideas with each other. So the ideas will never goes off. Actually, you will always remember because you guys are playing together. Anyway, about pubs. Normally, I learned about what my heroes can do, and then I just try to share it with my teammates, and then we will figure it out how to play it and make it as a team style, something like that.
I think for myself, I think it's a good balance of both, especially since I'm a more new player compared to others. So I learn a lot from pubs and pros. For example, when I started playing, everything I learned was from pubs because I didn't know anything, or I didn't know most things. And now the more I play, I learn more from my teammates and other pros because I'm slowly learning all the basics and what things should be done at what point in the game and so on. But I think for other pro players, I think they learn the most from teammates, not pubs. But when there's a new patch, I think then everyone just learns the most from pubs because then you see how strong heroes are and so on.
Is there like a consistent difference to what you might learn from, say, guys upstairs, mid one, MP, highlight and puppy, to what you would learn in pubs? Is there?
Yeah, it's a big difference because people like my teammates or other pro teams, you view the game in a very different way compared to pub players. And pub games overall tend to be slightly different than competitive matches, like lower skill and less good of actual games. So you learn different things, more unique things from teammates and pro players.
Would you say then that the learning in pub matches almost comes from yourself and doing things through yourself rather than other people?
I think it's also a mix of that. It has a lot to do with that, and then you see what other players do and how they move. And for example, what hero works and what build that guy's using on that hero. I think it's like a mix of both. You want to look at yourself, but you also want to look at what other people are doing. Maybe copy it or maybe copy something. That's pretty much it.
Most learning probably comes from playing with other pros. It's just mechanics, like learning specific small things from pubs. Other than that, the base of my Dota skill was playing in-house leagues in Dota 1, and good players would flame you, basically. But they would teach you in the same way, maybe not on purpose, and that's where the base of my skill. And then I played with Clan Wars or whatever it was called back then, with a shitty team, and that's how I learned to play. And it's the same now, how I get better in Dota 2, is you discuss the game with the good players, and then you get an understanding. And then you can try to implement that in pubs, and you'll learn a bit, but mostly it's from scrims and tournaments. You'll get better.
Do you think there's a different type of learning that you get from playing pubs than you do from, say, just talking with your teammates?
Yeah, for sure. You can be, one of these more... Because you can be amazing in pubs and then go straight and do well in a team. But I don't think you can go straight from pubs to captain a team or be the leader in a team. I don't think that's possible. But you can be probably the biggest piece to the team winning, but you can only do so much.
What I think is pubs are just trying to maintain your skill level. You just play on so you can maintain what you earn from. I got better from scrims and matches. That's where you really gain your skills. And pubs are, it's just some daily stuff you should do. Well, of course, you learn new stuff from pubs every now and then, but it's not as much as you learn from scrims or matches.
I think most of my games, most of my skill or most of my thought process comes from the scrims that I have. The thing about pubs is that you have to figure something out that is really good in pubs and start making that even better. By the way, also in pubs you play with pros a lot, and usually a lot of the pro players, they kind of want to win their games, so they will show everything what they got. And the pubs right now have become very important in a sense that you get to play with other players that are trying to really win, and they even like talk in chat like this counters that and whatever whatnot, and you get to go into their head. That's not a good thing for some of the players, of course, to do, to expose themselves that much, but some of the players are not really necessarily in good teams. They're just good players, maybe searching for a team, and that's why they're doing it in the first place. But overall, of course, I think my skill comes from scrims, playing, you know, clan wars against other teams, because that's how the communication becomes better between your teammates. It's one thing, yes, for sure, is that you are good individually, but we've all seen 5 individually good players be in a team and it's not worked out. I've lived through it, and it's basically that you need to be more as a team rather than individual people.